Hello, I'm Onisha and I'm from Thailand.
Hi, I'm Eugene from Singapore, and we've been married for 3 months already.
大家好，我是 Eros， 来自香港。
大家好，我是 Joseph， 来自新加坡。
我们结婚已经有7年。
Hello, I'm Sukin from Singapore.
I'm Fabrizio from Rome, Italy. We are married now for almost 13 years.
I'm Andy Hilliard. I'm born, brought up and educated from England.
我是张翠英，我是新加坡土生土长的华人。我们结婚了31年。
We met here in Singapore at the Botanic Garden.
我们从网上遇见的。
We actually met in school at a university, in Singapore.
Grace was sent over by the company from Singapore because she could speak Cantonese, and that's how we met in Hong Kong.
一看到他就，
他看到就魅力无法挡嘛，大概就这样子。
所以就马上要嫁给他咯，对吗？
没错。
I was visiting the park and I saw my wife together with a friend of hers, and I stopped them with some silly motivation just to start to chat with her.
We met when we were actually in the first year when we were doing an overseas community service project. That's where I knew her, but I wasn't into her yet.
Yeah, so it's only after 2 years we were friends, then we became like, go out on dates.
我的朋友啊都反对。刚开始他们知道我要嫁过来的时候，他们很担心我一个人，然后担心我在新加坡要从头再来过嘛。
They are quite open in the sense that they can accept a foreigner.
My parents were just happy that I got a girlfriend. Doesn't matter what nationality.
我妈妈呢，她的思想很时髦，所以她对老外是没有什么抗拒啦。
So initially they were quite surprised, like why wouldn't I choose someone of the same nationality? Yeah, but after a while they get to know his personality through my stories, then they are more open.
我们坐下来的时候，他爸爸妈妈就问我们要什么时候结婚。哇，很惊讶哎，我很好，所以他们马上就问嘞。
是。
他来到新加坡的时候，其实他是住在我妈妈的家，住在我的家啦，就是，所以就是刚刚就开始，就是他也很懂啦，他也是很懂得怎么样跟我妈妈沟通，所以妈妈就很开心，我很爽。
The only thing is the communications because he can only speak in either English or Italian, but my parents can only speak in either Mandarin or the dialects.
It was quite nerve-wracking at the start as well because there's that language barrier. Her parents couldn't speak English, especially her mom, and she was the first person I met. She came to Singapore. So I just made sure that I followed what she instructed, and things went well after that.
He will use his body language to communicate to my parents. So it's kind of easygoing. He can actually get used to our family culture quite swiftly. Actually,
I also took classes in university to learn Thai. It helped to bridge the gap a little bit, but I still needed her help most of the time.
我记得我们结婚之后，我们第一次回到去英国，他的父母亲是讲很正统的英语，所以我有些时候听懂，有些时候听不懂，听不懂我就好这样子。回他咯。
One of the biggest concepts that was quite new to me is the concept of dowry. I think in Thailand they have to prepare maybe like houses or gold bars and some stuff like that. So yeah, just her telling me the first time, I was also very shocked.
We did have 2 wedding ceremony, one in Singapore and the other one is in Italy, Rome. So for the Chinese wedding, of course, I will be wearing more traditional costume, and for him, it's a cultural. There's a cultural difference, but he enjoy having, it's an eye opener for him.
I think we have been managing it really well. Maybe because I think cultural difference is one thing. He is really open, and as I communicate with him, he listen and learn and try to get the rationale of it. So that's fine.
我刚刚来新加坡的时候，我们吵嘴了，我就很生气，然后我就出去在公园那边坐，然后就哭了大概半个小时。不知道哭什么。
I detect when I made her angry because the dialect comes out. It's not in English and it's not in Mandarin. It suddenly becomes Hakka or Cantonese like that, and it's like so. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble.
Basically, we had an argument only once in which I raised my voice, and after that apologized. I promised I would not do that anymore, which I didn't do that anymore. Normally, our way to solve when there is some misunderstanding is to speak with irony, to joke a bit, or maybe to let things sediment and wait for a while.
There are like some issues that crop up, but we always make sure that we tackle them before we go to sleep.
他也知道我很生气了，我就会选择有时候完全不睬他、不理他了，但是没有到那种不在床上睡，被他赶出房间那种。他通常是那个第一个道歉的人。
For me is I will not raise my voice. Rather, I will wait for a time when both of us are cool, and when during the bedtime, I will explain to him why I'm angry, and before the bedtime, before we go to sleep, we will settle everything.
He was expecting me to be speaking certain Chinese words to some of his senior family member, and maybe because like I didn't learn Chinese and I have been trying and failing, so there could be some like
mismatch of expectations.
Yeah, like agitation or something at that point. But after that, we talk things out, and then yeah, I think it can be understood.
我们通常是吵嘴之后就先分开，分开然后冷静。
就吵架的时候，我当然是冷静嘛，就想走掉嘛。
对，然后
他就一直追着哦，一直追哦。你去到厕所把门关起来，他把门撞破，然后再继续喊哦。
对对对，然后喊到差不多你都没有理我的话，我就停下来嘛。然后他都会笑住跟我说：“哎呀，我的老婆真的很生气。”
可是睡觉之后起来就好了。
对
，It takes such a huge effort to come together and get to know each other and become husband and wife. So we should treasure every moment of our time rather than because of small nitty-gritty things and get into fight.
I think open communication. When there's any problems, I'll just share with you, or you will just share with me. And if we could help each other, we would. If not, we will always provide solace and comfort. Psychologically, emotionally.
夫妻长久的走下去，就是每天要讲话。
要讲话，但是总会有一个人比较讲多一些。有一个就比较不讲话的话，就要用心去聆听。
Tolerance and understanding. Because if you look at it another way, you see like so many people get into arguments and they say, no, we've finished, the relationship's over. But actually, there's lots of ups and downs.
Another thing that I really appreciate that he can give me is really that respect and trust. And when you trust someone and you respect that person's decision or logic, it gives me like sufficient space to be doing things that we can operate independently as a two individual, and we trust that we are working towards the same goal.
一对恋人或者一对夫妻，要长久牢牢的稳住彼此的心哦。其实最简单的事情就是彼此一起共患难过，齐心协力的解决过一些困难哦，那个感情跟信任度哦就会在那里的。
Maybe it's 1 month ago when you are sleeping.
Yeah.
Actually, almost every day. Yeah.
不用。
没有，我们放在心里面。
对。
Ti amo.
Okay. 我爱你 then.
ฉันรักคุณ
哦，love you 爹爹。
我爱你。
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 I love you too.